Namaste, this is Hepzibah. Today I am going to tell you about cell structure and function. In this lesson, I am going to tell you some more organelles. They are ribosome, vacuole, lysosome, endoplasmic reticulum. Now I am going to tell you about ribosome. George Emil Pallade was the first to observe the ribosomes in the mid 1950s by Romanian American cell biologists as dense particles or granules under electron microscope. Ribosomes are dense spherical and granular particles which occur freely in the matrix cytosol or remain attached to the endoplasmic reticulum RER. Chemically, the major constituents of ribosomes are the ribonucleic acid, that is RNA, and proteins. Function. Ribosomes play an important part in the synthesis of proteins. Ribosomes are particles that occur in groups in the cytoplasm and on certain membranes. They manufacture proteins. Proteins are used to repair and build new cells. Ribosomes are very minute granules of RNA, ribonucleic acid, and enzyme. They are found freely in the cytoplasm or are located on endoplasmic reticulum. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. That's why ribosomes are known as protein factories of cell. Now I am going to tell you about vacuoles. Vacuoles are fluid-filled structures surrounded by a membrane known as tonoplast. The fluid in the vacuoles is called cell sap. In animal cells, either they are absent or are small and many. In most plant cells, vacuole is big and centrally placed. The liquid cell sap of vacuole provide turgidity and rigidity to plant cells. Antony van Leeuwenhoek discovered vacuoles in 1676. Vacuoles are fluid-filled or solid-filled and membrane-bounded spaces. They are a kind of storage sacs. In animal cells, the vacuoles, if present, are small and temporary. They store water, glycogen, and proteins. In plant cells, vacuoles are large, distinct, and permanent. In mature plant cells, the vacuole occupies almost the entire, that is 90% volume of the cell. Because of central position of vacuole, the nucleus and other cell organelles in plant cells are pushed near the boundary wall. The vacuole is bounded by a membrane called tonoplast. The vacuole is filled with cell sap, which is a watery solution rich in sugars, amino acids, proteins, minerals, and metabolic waste such as anthocyanins, alkaloids, etc. Function. Vacuoles help to maintain the osmotic pressure in a cell, that is osmoregulation. They store toxic metabolic byproducts or end products of plant cells. They provide turgidity and rigidity to the plant cells. Cut. Vacuoles. They store food and waste materials. They are small in animal cells. Vacuoles are cavities within the cell which are filled with a fluid called cell sap. Vacuoles are bigger in size and more in number in plants than in animals. The cell sap contains water and dissolved substances such as sugar and salt. The cell sap keeps the cell in turgid state and helps the plant to remain upright. Now I am going to tell you about another organelle, that is lysosome. Christian René de Duve discovered lysosomes in 1955. Lysosomes contain about 40 hydrolytic enzymes. If somehow lysosome rupture, these enzymes will digest the entire content of this cell in which they are present. In this way, they kill that very cell in which they are present. Hence, lysosomes are called suicide bags. Lysosomes are simple, tiny, spherical, sac-like structures evenly distributed in the cytoplasm. Each lysosome is a small vesicle surrounded by a single membrane and contains powerful enzymes. These enzymes are capable of digesting or breaking down all organic materials. Lysosomal enzymes are made by RER. Lysosomes serve as intracellular digestive system, hence called digestive bags. They destroy any foreign material which enter the cell such as bacteria and virus. In this way, they protect the cells from bacterial infections. Lysosome also remove the worn out and poorly working cellular organelles by digesting them to make way for their new replacements. In this way, they remove the cell debris and are also known as demolition squads, scavengers, and cellular housekeepers. Thus, lysosomes form a kind of garbage disposal system of the cell. During breakdown of cell structure, when the cell gets damaged, lysosomes may burst and the enzymes eat up their own cells. Therefore, lysosomes are also known as suicide bags of a cell. Lysosomes are small packets that contain destructive enzymes. They protect the cell by engulfing and destroying bacteria and other unwanted particles. They also digest old worn out organelles of the cell. Lysosomes contain digestive enzymes. They help in the digestion and removal of dead contents of a cell. These are also known as suicide bags. Lysosomes are present only in animal cells. Thus, we can say lysosomes are known as digestive bags of a cell, suicide bags of a cell, demolition squads of a cell, scavengers of a cell. Now, I am going to tell you about another organelle, that is endoplasmic reticulum. Potter and Thomson discovered endoplasmic reticulum, in short ER, in 1945. The name endoplasmic reticulum was given by Potter in 1953. Endoplasmic reticulum, it is a membranous network enclosing a fluid-filled lumen. Its main functions are synthesis of proteins, that is rough ER, synthesis of lipids and their secretion, SCR, secretion of enzymes and hormones inside the cell or when secreted out of the cell. ER also produces substance for new cellular parts, especially cell membrane. Endoplasmic reticulum provides internal support, mechanical support to the cell, to the colloidal cytoplasmic matrix of the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in the transport of substances in and out of the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum is a system of membrane-lined channels found in all eukaryotic cells except mature erythrocytes. Hence, endoplasmic reticulum known as internal transport system. Endoplasmic reticulum. Inside the cell there exists a membranous network enclosing a fluid-filled lumen which almost fills up the intracellular cavity. It is called endoplasmic reticulum. On the one end, ER is connected to the outer membrane of the nucleus and on the other end to the plasma membrane. ER occur in three forms: cisternae, that is closed fluid-filled sacs, vesicles, and tubules. It is of two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum, in short it is called RER, with ribosomes attached on its surface for synthesizing proteins; smooth endoplasmic reticulum, short SER, which is without ribosomes and is meant for secreting lipids. The ER is absent in the red blood cells of mammals. Endoplasmic reticulum forms supporting skeletal framework of the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum provides a pathway for the distribution of nuclear material from one cell to the other. Certain enzymes present in smooth ER synthesize fats or lipids, steroids, and cholesterol. Rough ER is connected with the transport of proteins which are synthesized by ribosomes on their surface. Endoplasmic reticulum, it is an irregular network of tubes present in the cytoplasm. It is used to produce and transport substances through the cell. One kind of endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes attached to it. Endoplasmic reticulum, these are fine tube-like structures that extend from nuclear membrane to the cell membrane. They form a link between the cytoplasm and the nuclear membrane. This helps in the movement of substances within the cytoplasm. Endoplasmic reticulum are also found in both plant and animal cells. Endoplasmic reticulum is called reticulum layer of cell as it is found between cell membrane and nuclear membrane. Now I am going to show these all organelles in plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell, mitochondria. These are chloroplast, present only in plant cell, chloroplast. Next, endoplasmic reticulum, which starts with the outer nuclear membrane of nucleus. This is the nucleus, position of nucleus. This is big vacuole, Golgi apparatus. These are ribosomes present in the plant cell. Vacuole occupies almost 90% of cell volume. That time, it takes the central position in the plant cell, and nucleus and other organelles are pushed to periphery. Now let us see the position of organelles in animal cell. These are mitochondria, which are present in both plant and animal cells. Next, small size vacuoles are present in animal cell, and they are many in number. In plant cell, vacuoles are small, bigger in size and less in number. Next one, ribosomes. Ribosomes are present either freely in the cytoplasm of the cell or they are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, another organelle which starts from the outer nuclear membrane. Next, nucleus present in the center of the animal cell. I hope you have understood all these organelles. Thank you.